Well, do they have 2 times? Yeah, well, what about it? Stop doing that. Don't be it.
Let's extend their relationship with the land back 10 of thousands of years. The Wurundjeri's connection to land is underpinned by cultural and spiritual values vastly different to those of the Europes, and their character separates boundary from their people, the land, and all living things. The land provided all the Wurundjeris needed: food, water, medical, shelter, and they treated it with the respect due to such a provider. The moment Europeans arrived in the area, they began changing the land to suit the Europe's way of life. The Wurundjeris did not own the land in the Europe sense of the word, but belonged to or were owned by the land. As the settled population increased and the built environment developed, the Europe hold on the land was strengthened. For the majority of settlers, the driving force was land ownership. For at least some of these settlers, underlying this drive was an imperial belief in British superiority combined with the desire to civilize. The settlement and development of Melbourne impacted heavily on the Aboriginal. Disposition of land, dislocation, frontier clashes, and introduced disease lead to a dynamic decline in the population. But some of them protested. They said, "We want land." To think about the development of civilized society from land to settlement to town to city. I think that as a landscape architecture, we should go back to the beginning of the land to think about what kind of land can bring them back. Cliff Garden can be seen as the embodiment of such a land and the indigenous cultural places. A series of political issues show local and state governments often use the banner of indigenous people and culture to replace the effort of parties. Whether we can change the phenomenon machine above through such a pieces of land, so that the indigenous society and the Australian immigrant society can better blend. So I analyzed a precedent to help me think about this question.
Stop doing that.
This park called Blind Mountain Park, designed by TLS Studio. This park will be a unique effort to renew and regenerate mountain, forest, and aquatic environments using nature process and the time-honed Chinese concept of shan shui, the union of mountain and lake.
Did you guys hear that? Hello?
The entire park is designed from 4 aspects:
Well, do they have 2 times? Yeah, well, what about it?
ecology,
Stop doing
urban,
that.
education, and community.
about the cameras? Well, do they have 2 times? Yeah, well, what about Stop doing Don't be